Hey, it's Pam from BenMcFuzzylugs, back with Wednesday's review of needle felting equipment. If you haven't been here before, thanks for coming. Please consider subscribing. I do needle felting tutorials every Thursday, tips and tricks for Etsy sellers on a Monday, and this is our new feature, the reviews of needle felting equipment. And today, if you haven't guessed from this massive bag of fibre beside me, I want to talk about fibre. In specific, the Cornwall that I'm using. Just a reminder, these reviews videos at the minute are definitely not sponsored. Everything is stuff that I've purchased for myself. It's just to give you an idea from my perspective what I find good and what I found not so good in some of the stuff that I've bought from needle felting, because I've been doing this since about 2008 and over the years I have bought loads of stuff. Some of it good, some of it not so good. So today I want to talk about the Cornwall that I'm using. If you don't already know, Cornwall is just a slightly cheaper fibre that you would use in the bulk of your projects, like in my dragon, which I'll be showing you more of tomorrow. I use the Cornwall to build up his body and then I'll cover it with different coloured or better quality fibre. And the Cornwall that I've been using for the past year or so has been coming from World of Wool, and it's carded White Corriedale. I'll leave a link below to the page on their shop where to find this. It usually comes in 100-gram packs, but I kind of buy up in bulk because I get through this quite a lot. It's a reasonable price, under £2 for 100 grams, which is a great price. In general, you want to be using a Cornwall that is carded, and this means the fibres are not all aligned in the same direction, they're all over the place. It makes it a little easier and quicker to felt. Also, you want a fairly coarse fibre, again, one that felts pretty quickly. But what I've found sometimes with carded bats, things you can buy, it can be a little bit tricky to actually wrap them neatly because they are all over the place. You get this big sheet that comes off the carder and you have to break it into sections, and it's a little more difficult to kind of wrap neatly. But what I love about this Corriedale, this carded Corriedale, is it's carded, the fibres are all over the place, but it actually comes almost like a roving, almost like tops, in that it comes out in lengths that you can break and you can divide so easily to be able to wrap around your project and get a smoother finish much easier. This is, like I've said, we want it to be a fairly coarse fibre. It felts down fairly quickly compared to, say, a tops or a roving. It felts relatively firmly and down to about 1/4 of its original size. Now, with all the fibres, I'm also going to do a little test for you to give you an idea of what the staple length of the fibre is, and to do that all I'm going to do is just gently pull apart and restack several times. This is not tearing the fibres, this is just letting them break naturally themselves, and it pulls it down to its basic shortest size. So as you can see, the staple length of this works in at around about 3 inches. It's a natural white colour, not bright bleached, but perfectly suitable for any kind of natural project you're working on. It's relatively free of vegetable matter, which is really quite good. Often in carded bats, especially the Cornwall, you are picking out bits of vegetable matter. I've found also quite nicely, if you don't notice and you're felting a piece in, as the fibres felt around it, the little bits of straw, twigs, whatever it is, they come to the surface and you can just pull them out so it doesn't spoil your project. It's actually I don't always feel the need to cover up the wool colour. It felts down quite lovely to a nice smooth surface, so I don't always need a top coat if I'm looking for white. If you can let me know in the comments what's your favourite type of core fibre to work with and what do you like about it. If this has been helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe and come back for more reviews. Thank you.